This episode is brought to you by Buffalo Trace Distillery. Powerful yet smooth. Contained but never tame. Proudly going their own way, but never going alone. This is the spirit inside Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Made at Buffalo Trace Distillery, the world's most award-winning distillery. Buffalo Trace is always perfectly untamed. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Franklin County, Kentucky. 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. Learn more at buffalotracedistillery.com. Please drink responsibly.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Buying a car shouldn't eat up your week. That's why Carvana made it convenient. Car buying that fits around your life, not the other way around. You can get pre-qualified for an auto loan in just a couple of minutes and browse thousands of quality car options, all within your terms, all online, all on your schedule. Turn car buying into a few clicks and not a full week's endeavor. Finance and buy your car at your convenience on Carvana. Financing subject to credit approval. Additional terms and conditions may apply.
Let's party each and every year on Christmas Eve, where the fun and cocktail shrimp don't seem to end. Clark and Ralphie taking turns on the TV screen, laughing, singing, yelling with all of our friends. Well, it's Christmas, and let the parties go spread the holiday cheer.
Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Matt.
Listen, we may have fumbled a little bit here. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
You and I would say I might be a slightly bigger fan, but we are both fans of the Troma pictures, right?
I mean, right over there, I've got Poultrygeist, Terra Firma, Tromeo and Juliet, multiple copies of Terra Firma, actually.
Yeah.
The Tox box. Like, yeah, I've got...
Yeah,
I'm a pretty big fucking Troma fan.
We're Troma fans.
Return of Nukem High, Class of Nukem High.
And, like, listen.
I'm excited for the remake of
the remake of Toxic Avenger is coming out this week. I am very excited, and I wanted us to celebrate something. It's also like our last episode of the summer.
Yep.
It's about to get real fucking Christmassy up in here. So I was like, all right, there has to be something related to Toxie and Christmas.
When you say there has to be something, nothing gets more bottom of the barrel.
Well, that's the thing. In my head, I was like, I just must be forgetting. There has to have been like a Christmas episode of the Toxic Crusaders cartoon.
Something.
There's something.
Something that Troma did. Christmas
so I
related.
searched Toxic Avenger Christmas. And the first thing that popped up was a very Troma Christmas. And at first I was like, okay, we got nothing. Because I looked at it and thought this is just some weird fan animation.
Mm-hmm.
But then I clicked into it and was like, oh no, this is on the official Troma YouTube page. And it is written and directed by Lloyd Kaufman and his daughter Lily.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a legit Troma release. It's 12 minutes. Perfect.
Yeah.
Then you started messaging me.
Yeah.
Just before I had hit play.
Yeah.
And then I watched. And I don't think I'm trying to see what I even wrote down as notes, because this is the most confusing pile of nonsense.
Yep.
Like, here's the best example. This video is almost 10 years old.
Uh-huh.
And is on the official Troma YouTube channel.
Yes.
And it has 12,500 views.
That's insane.
Like, that is... Geekscape has videos with more views than this particular YouTube video.
This was bad. Like, bad. This is like low-level Newgrounds Flash animation.
It is a combination
Bad.
of the following things.
Yeah.
It is Newgrounds style animation.
Mm-hmm.
It's an attempt at South Park shock value with Family Guy cutaway jokes.
Yep.
All like here's the thing that bothers me. I love Lloyd, right?
Love Lloyd. Yep.
Lloyd is great. And there's a lot of Lloyd in this, because I think at his core, Lloyd's biggest ethos is like consumerism and capitalism is destroying society.
Yes.
And that is what the thesis of this 12-minute video is. It is buried in so much garbage.
So terrible. It is like the worst of the worst of the dated pop culture humor. And it was dated when it came out.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's O.J. Simpson jokes. There's Bill
Clinton jokes.
Yeah, there's literally a "Don't Tell Hillary" joke.
like this was 8 years ago. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's so dated. And also, like, at first I was like, oh, well, he wrote this with Lily. That makes sense. Until I was like, oh, Lily is 32 at the time that they
Lily's
made this.
an adult.
Yeah, like at first, because I think of when I think of Lily,
I think of terra firma Lily.
I think of like a child who's
Yeah.
appeared in all of his movies, and I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Doesn't that make you feel uncomfortable too? Like, why are you in this movie?
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You're working on low budget. You can hire a child actress, or you can just say, "Hey, my daughter's here because
that's true."
We're
but
filming.
I would say this. Listen, woke agendas ruining Troma.
Yeah.
I would say this is more terribly offensive than anything else that they have put out.
It's pretty bad. Well, because you know what it is?
This is punching down.
It's punching down. Well, I don't know if it's punching down.
I don't know if it's punching down.
It's still punching at celebrities and
but
consumerism.
It's just so,
I would say that it's not punching down.
Not down. No.
But it's definitely that all the punches are missing. Like
the punches are for sure missing.
It's not connecting.
It's not coming from the right place.
It's not. Listen, all the things that we love from Lloyd. Right?
Yeah, I don't know what I hated about this, but it was everything.
Yeah. Well, so the problem is...
Tell me why I hated this.
Troma and Juliet, right?
Yes.
That is Lloyd Kaufman through the filter of James Gunn.
Yes.
Terror Firmer is through... I forget who the right... But all of his movies, basically, from the beginning, have always been co-written with another person who is not as closely tied to Lloyd as his family.
Yeah.
Which means that I think that there's, even based on reading the first couple books that he put out, the Everything I Ever Needed to Know About Filmmaking I Learned from the Toxic Avenger, and Make Your Own Damn Movie, all of those people talk about how a large part of co-writing a Troma movie is reining in Lloyd's bad ideas and distilling the good ideas out of it. And I just don't think that his daughter is as capable at that as a James Gunn would be, which is like the same thing as like, think about any project that you would have done with your dad. Like, how confident would you be to tell your father that they're wrong and that they should follow your idea?
So let me ask you this. What is the last Troma thing that you watched and loved or really liked, really enjoyed?
Well, I'm assuming we're talking about like the Troma produced.
Like I don't care what they picked up and then distributed.
So I still haven't watched part 2 of Return to Nukem High.
Me neither.
But I loved part 1.
I liked part 1.
I liked part 1 a lot. I still haven't watched Shakespeare Shitstorm, but apparently that is also really good.
Part 1 of Return to Nukem High was like 10, 12 years ago. Dude.
Yeah. And I own part 2. I just have not sat down and watched it. So let's see. He put out Return. So yeah, Volume was 2013. Volume 2 was 2017. Shakespeare Shitstorm came out in 2020.
Let me ask you this. Honest prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see yourself liking Shakespeare's Shitstorm?
I might. I
think you're really giving yourself. I think you're being soft.
Let me see what the reception was on this. Let's see. A reviewer for Consequence Films remarked that the film delivered the cheap look, dumb jokes, and gross out imagery which appeals to those with the taste of teenagers, for which Troma is known for, while the reviewer of Dread Central said the film provided horrible puns, disgusting gags, and tons of family fun. So, really, yeah, we're not really getting anything one way or the other here.
That's the thing.
This is... Wait, hold on a second. Oh, no, never mind.
I'm not who I was.
I mean, I don't know if there's that element.
You don't think so? Now, not with this. This is hot garbage. I mean with Troma in general. Guys, I'm done talking about the Christmas thing. Sorry. That's a piece of shit. I want to talk about Troma in general.
Well, what I was going to say, though, that makes me feel a little uncomfortable about Shakespeare Shitstorm that I didn't necessarily feel with the other stuff is like, I don't know who Gabrielle Friedman is, who helped create the story, or Brandon Basim. Now, to be fair, when Troma and Juliet came out, I also didn't know who James Gunn was.
Yeah.
But like, those aren't names that I'm like, oh, that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, which is a little uncomfortable. And I also don't see any of the like celebrity cameos that Troma has become known for.
Yeah.
Like, even so, I'm looking at Return to Nukem High, aka Return to Nukem High Part 2, still has, well, and this might be why, still has Lemmy in it.
Yeah.
Currently dead. Has Ron Jeremy, probably disconnected from him for reasons.
Hopefully disconnected.
But you
Fuck
know,
that guy.
You know who is in there?
Who?
James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, is in Part 2 to bring it back to this. Because this video, for the record, is titled on YouTube, A Very Troma Christmas featuring angry video game nerd.
And you sold it to me like that because
That's
of what
why
it was titled.
I hadn't clicked
You
on
were
the
like,
video.
hey, man, James Rolfe shows up to say, I'm not angry at Christmas. Wait a minute, I'm angry all the time. And then that's all you get of James Rolfe.
You know, I want to go on a side tangent as well.
Yeah.
I think you like angry video game nerd a lot more than I ever did. I was more of a fan of Nostalgic Critic, and then found out that dude fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But like,
I like Cinema Snob over both of them.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. But at the same time, like,
you know what I also don't
like
have bandwidth for anymore is just
Ew.
people shitting on things.
yeah, I think that's more of what I'm kind of losing is like angry video game angry video game nerd. I like more now as background noise, where I'm like, cool, he's talking about a game that I don't mind and stuff like that, and he's run out of like the shit to just shit on.
So
So
he's
like,
done 224
Yeah.
episodes. That'll do that.
and I've got my own issues with like the people that bought that company and stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. I liked it at the time. And I kind of go back to that with my feelings on Troma. I haven't seen Shakespeare's Shitstorm, but I don't know if I have the fucking bandwidth to watch Shakespeare's Shitstorm.
I'll watch it eventually. In fact, I probably will.
Not watch it. I don't know if I have the bandwidth to enjoy Shakespeare's Shitstorm.
Listen, here's what I think the plan should be.
We should watch it together.
We should watch it together. Troma always has their booth next to me at San Diego Comic-Con. Obviously, by the time this episode comes out, this is long since been San Diego Comic-Con time. If they have that on Blu-ray...
They don't. That's the problem.
Oh, it's not available on DVD or Blu-ray yet. Well, maybe they're like about to announce it at Comic-Con.
Do you remember? Do you remember how long it took to get Return to Nukem High 2 out?
Yeah, it took forever. That's why I got my copy last Comic-Con.
I and that's kind of where I stopped paying attention to Troma, because it was just like,
Their
okay, the
distribution
project's done and
yeah.
it's been sitting on the shelves for 5 years.
Introducing Internet Supreme Court.
A new live stream show on Twitch and YouTube Live.
Our dishonorable judges and highly partial jury, that's you, join to cast judgment.
Every Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's when we convene to debate the fate of memes and the weekly cultural zeitgeist.
From the hottest trends to the dumbest controversies.
Find out more at InternetSupremeCourt.com.
Subscribe to Geekscape TV on Twitch or YouTube to get notified when we're live.
InternetSupremeCourt.com.
Again, I can't speak to one thing or the other. I think a large part of it is that Lloyd, for whatever reason, we can say if he's right or wrong on this, I don't know, but he really truly is like, I shoot my movies on film.
Yep.
I want my movies to be viewed in a movie theater.
Yeah.
And it takes forever for his movies to come out, because before he makes them readily available, he wants to try to have as many opportunities.
Yeah. He wants to tour
be
them
it
and
film
everything
festivals, touring, whatever it is. But yeah, it's been 5 years. Like,
And you know what doesn't need a streaming service?
Troma. Yeah.
Just sign a fucking deal with Shudder or something. Come
Yeah.
on, dude.
Well, does he have a
Who's
streaming
out there
service, or is it just on
buying
YouTube now?
I thought is it not?
I think
Troma
it's
now
just all
still?
YouTube. I think they just
Oh,
uploaded
okay.
everything to YouTube.
Okay, cool.
Because Lloyd is like, for better or for worse, Lloyd is one of those dudes who's like, I don't want to make people pay for shit.
Oh,
that
I
they don't-
remember when he was on Adam Green's podcast
Yeah.
with him and Joe Lynch, and they had very different views on free art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lloyd was very free art, and the boys were getting very heated.
Yeah. Well, and it's because I get both.
I get both stances.
I get both stances of it.
100%.
Well, because again, I'm not sure if you've read any of his books. I'm not sure if you. For starters, they're both the first 2 books he put out are phenomenal. The Everything I've Ever Known About Filmmaking I learned from Toxic Avenger is probably one of my most read books. I've read that
Do you
book a
still
million
like
times.
would it still hold up, like reading it?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Because it's just the story of how Troma got started.
Okay.
But
I'll get
like,
into
I
that.
think it's that one has the foreword is from Matt and Trey.
Oh,
And they
okay,
talk
cool,
about
cool.
how they sold Cannibal the musical to Troma. And there's such a telling moment in that story where like they talk about how like they made this movie, they were moving to LA, they were shopping around, they were struggling, but they loved they loved Troma movies, and Lloyd Kaufman was going to be in LA and he wanted to talk to them.
Okay.
And they're like, so he shows up at our apartment and we're supposed to have lunch with him, and he says, hey, I saw that there was a Del Taco by your house. Do you want to just eat there? And he goes, and we literally were like, okay, this guy's just trying to relate to us as like 20-year-olds. He's like, and then as we watched, we offered to pay, and he doubled his order of Del Taco stuff. And they're like, and he looked like a child at Christmas eating it. And they're like, oh, this guy's legitimately just a fan of eating Del Taco. Like, you're like, they were like, this is who he is. And basically he was like, hey, we want to put it on DVDs. We want to play it at film festivals, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, great, how much will you pay us? And he was like, nothing. He's like, it's going to cost us this much to promote it.
Yeah.
We're never going to make that money back. Like, maybe if you're lucky, it will. And he said, we basically said, well, then we're not interested. And he didn't like fight with us about it. And he said, well, that's a shame, because I do think you've made a great movie that people should have the opportunity to see. And I think that that's like Lloyd's ethos is like, people put hard work in this thing, and yes, it'd be great if they could make their money back, but it also would just be great for people to be able to see the thing that they worked so hard on. And
I think
that's his perspective on the free thing is like, look, if you've made something and you've exhausted every opportunity to get that in front of people, then fucking put it out for free.
And that's the version of Lloyd that I like. There is heart in the good Troma movies. Now, I don't know, man. I just feel like I'm past the... Again, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Shakespeare's Shitstorm, but...
What if it's great?
I want it to be great.
What if we watch it? Like,
I want it to be amazing.
And we're just like, this is the best... Like, now, here's the problem. Troma fans are hard to take actual critique
That's
from.
the thing.
Because, like, the people that I know who are Troma fans, who have seen it, like, that I've talked to at different Comic-Cons, who are not just like... Not like you and I, Troma fans, like people who are also filmmakers and have seen it, been like, it's really fucking good.
Okay.
Like, but again, like, there's like a part of everybody who's a Troma fan that their brain is a little broken.
Yeah.
And I agree with you where it's like, I might be too far removed because I haven't really sat down, and the only time I've watched any Troma movies in the last probably 10 years has been under the guise of Weird Ass Movie Night, doing like...
I'm showing it to someone.
Yeah, I'm showing it to people. But there was like my freshman year of high school, this is how fucked up I was as a person. My freshman year of high school, I would go to parties, and in my backpack was like Bloodsucking Freaks, Toxic Avenger, like
Matt, at 11 years old, I had seen Terra Firma at least
for sure
15 times.
But my
my
thing was what brought me joy, because I didn't drink at parties.
Yeah.
What brought me joy was that when no one was paying attention,
I
I
would
would
sneak those movies.
I would put one of those, or Pink Flamingos was the other one. I would put it into the DVD player, and I would just sneak away, and I would sit on the couch, and I would drink my water or my soda or whatever, and I would just watch as the room slowly noticed what was on television.
Yeah.
And like the curiosity and the confusion, no one ever was like, turn this off. It brought me so much. I did that every party for like a year and a half.
I love it.
And like the people who threw in the party knew that it was me doing it.
Yeah.
But they loved it, so it didn't matter.
Hell yeah.
Like that, like to me, I was like, this is the greatest fucking shit, and people need to see it because it's funny, it's subversive, it's smart, it's this, that, and the other thing. I think Troma was at its peak with its 90s and early 2000 content.
I would agree.
That was like really, as much as I love the first Toxie, when you get into that late 90s and the early 2000s of that run of the Tromeo and Juliet, Terror Firmer, Citizen Toxie, and Poultrygeist. Like those 4 movies are like he's banging on all cylinders with the satire.
Yeah. I don't want to see satire get lost in shit jokes.
Yeah.
That's my biggest fear. Is like and I think that there are some audiences that would be like, it's been that way since Toxic Avenger 1. Like, what are you talking about?
There's something about smart shit jokes and dumb shit
exactly.
jokes.
And
I honestly trust Lloyd's shit jokes more to go back to something else more than I trust like Adam Sandler shit jokes in like 8 Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
But it's still
I just worry
bar.
that Shakespeare's shitstorm is gonna hit like a yoga hosers, and I'm gonna be like, God damn.
Yeah, that could be the case. All right, is there anything?
I don't know. I listen. We're both big Troma fans. I think we both kind of got lost in tangents on this one. We both want to see Troma continue to succeed.
Yeah. Don't watch this.
Don't
Christmas
watch
special,
this,
though.
but go watch some other Troma stuff. If you are hesitant to watch Troma stuff, don't watch any Troma stuff. Please know what you're getting into.
I would say if you were going to watch anything from them to dip your toes in there, the most digestible stuff would be like the first Toxie movie, the first Class of Nukem High movie, and Cannibal the Musical. Those are like,
I would agree.
Those are like the 3 where it's like, hey, if you want it, and if those are not your vibe, nothing else in that catalog's gonna work
vibe
for you.
But if you are watching it and you're like, I would say, listen, even though there is a penis monster in this movie, I would say Tromeo and Juliet is a very toned down Troma movie in terms of the Troma-ness.
It's a brilliantly written movie.
It's
and
a good movie.
I say that like not even being satirical.
No, that is a good film.
It is a strong script. The jokes are funny. The music is fucking phenomenal.
Oh, the music's so good.
The soundtrack is
That's the run
incredible.
too. The soundtrack to that and Terror Firmer.
Insane. And Citizen Toxie and Poultrygeist, honestly. Those 4 movies, every element that's necessary for those movies to work fucking works.
That's a great, like, if you were to do like a quadruple feature, that would be
but you have to have the right people
for that. That's a solid run. Yeah.
You got to have the right people. Don't watch Bloodsucking Freaks.
No.
As much as I love that movie, that is like that is a very uncomfortable movie.
Yeah, it is to watch with people.
Oh yeah, it's uncomfortable to watch alone too. There's really no.
So I saw
there's no correct way to watch it.
I saw Bloodsucking Freaks from beginning to end. I had seen clips, but I saw it for the first time beginning to end over pandemic when they did it on Joe Bob.
Okay,
they had Chris Jericho on to talk about it and stuff like that.
Yeah, because Ralphus.
Yeah. That was uncomfortable. Being in my house alone watching that on a computer was uncomfortable.
I also have to throw out there, for the most part with Troma, stick with the Lloyd directed stuff.
Yeah.
There's a couple surprises, and there are plenty of resources on the internet to tell you what are the ones.
Father's Day rules, but don't watch Father's Day if you are not prepared to watch Father's Day.
Yeah, well, that's there's.
Have you seen Father's Day?
I did. Yeah,
I liked Father's Day.
There's. I'm not saying that they're all bad.
They're not all bad.
Some of them, like, listen. The trailer for Surf Nazis Must Die is dramatically better than the actual movie Surf Nazis
Must Die is kind of boring as shit.
It's a really slow,
so boring.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of those where they just acquired a film that was kind of out there, and it probably didn't need to be
I would
saved.
argue a lot of the 80s stuff is super dry.
Yeah. There's the, like, listen, Death by Temptation, pretty good.
So good.
It's not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination, but Bugged. Did you ever watch Bugged? Mm-hmm. It's fun. It's like an 80-minute, like, all African-American cast in one location movie where these exterminators go to exterminate the bugs at this woman's house, but on the way there, they, like, have a fender bender with a truck that has toxic waste. And they accidentally spray the bugs with the toxic waste, and then they turn into giant mutant bugs around the house.
Fuck.
But they're all puppets.
Yeah.
Like, all the bugs are puppet work. It's fun.
You know what, like, one doesn't get talked about, even though he has become, like, a Troma mascot? Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Sergeant Kabuki Man's a really fun... I think it's because it's just a cop movie.
Yeah.
It's not as horror, so it gets, like, buried.
I haven't seen any of those.
There's only one.
There's only one?
There's only one. Then he just started showing up and everything.
I was going to say, I just assumed there was a series.
Nope.
That's
just the
funny.
one. But yeah, so... this very Troma Christmas episode is more just a, hey, Troma's great and better than this.
Yes, Troma's great and better than this.
And we're not worried about you having seen this because you probably haven't. Only 12,000 people have ever watched
Yeah,
this.
no, it's not good. Don't watch this.
And we
If you're-
made up 3 of those views.
Yes,
at least.
we did. If you're curious about Troma, I would highly recommend, because we do have listeners of multiple different ages and crowds in this, and I don't want anyone to be upset if you start watching a Troma movie and then are like, oh, okay, this is not for me. Just do a little research. Stick with the early stuff if you want to dip your toes in, but I cannot recommend Tromeo and Juliet enough. My personal favorite is Terra Firma, but that is a bad place to start.
And you kind of need to know Troma history to enjoy that one.
But yes, Tromeo and Juliet, the first Toxic Avenger. Honestly, if watch the first Toxic Avenger, if it's your thing, you're good to go. Watch the other stuff.
Yeah.
If it's not your thing, you're not going to be sold on anything else.
No, yeah, it doesn't get better from there.
But I'm really looking forward to the remake. It's been
really excited for the remake.
such a long time coming.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this remake for 5-6 years.
I'm looking forward to this. Number one, because I'm a huge fan of Macon Blair. And number two, I, much like you were saying about those other Troma movies being good because they're able to rein Lloyd in, I'm hoping that this kind of reins in the insanity that was that first Toxic Avenger movie.
Which is mostly a straightforward... It's more straightforward than so many other things that he's done.
Yes. Very
but
much
that was
so.
like
Very
Lloyd
much
still
so.
desperately trying to have a hit. So he wasn't trying to play dangerously yet.
No. That movie is insane. If you are freaked out by like animal and child death, not a good movie for you to watch.
Yeah, not a fun watch.
But it's good.
It's better than it has any right being.
It is. Try it out if you're interested. If not, we're not going to sell you on it.
Yep.
So.
But you know what? I almost
You almost called me Lloyd.
You know what, Dylan?
Yeah.
I hope you have a very Troma Christmas.
Oh, I hope your Christmas is toxic friendly.
Aw.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holly, have a great holly, have a merry happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.